Okay guys, so today we're back over on Naruto Ultimate Ninja Blazing, and today we're doing another raid review video slash guide. Technically it's more of a guide than a review, but either way, guys, it's been a minute since I've done one of these, mainly because I haven't been interested in doing it. I try to steer away from them. It is something that I originally started way back when Blazing Fest Itachi first came out, before he was even Blazing Fest. I think that was like my first ever video that hit over 1K views. So I want to try to bring these series back and go over them. If you don't know what we do here, we go over the brand new Impact that comes out on JP. Today we're going to be doing the Impact Might Guy raid that is out on JP right now, which shouldn't come out till next Tuesday, but there's been some hints that we might be getting a Blazing Fest banner this Thursday. If so, maybe they'll release my guy, but I'm aiming for a Tuesday. I'm hoping for Tuesday anyway, because you know I'm not getting my pearls till Tuesday. But with enough said, we're going to go over this My Guy raid. Dude, this guy is insane. This raid is crazy. If you have not watched Shiny's video, and I think even Kabuki put up a video of doing the raid already, make sure you go watch it after this, because I don't think me talking will actually do it justice, but I will try my best to help y'all through this. So of course you have 3 stages. Is only going to S rank, is not a double S rank, even though it plays like a double S rank mission. On stage 1 you only have 2 people. You have Rock Lee and you have Gaara. Very simple. They attack every 2 turns or so. I know Rock Lee attacks every 2 turns, but the thing with Rock Lee, with every 2 turns, it says he's going to do a ninjutsu every 2 turns. When he does his ninjutsu, he attacks 4 times in a row. It's not a ninjutsu, he's just doing basic hits on you, but he does attack 4 times in a row, and it does say danger. It is a danger. So Rock Lee, once again, he attacks every 2 turns, and he attacks 4 times within that 1 turn. Now Gaara, I believe he attacks every 2 turns as well. He does an actual jutsu. Neither of these guys actually do a whole lot of damage. I mean, Rock Lee, if he's AoE attacking you, you definitely will take a lot of damage. But Gaara, his ninjutsu, I believe, is a single target. It does not do a lot of damage. And when he does it, he gives himself a barrier. Now, I don't think his barrier is that big. I would say maybe 10k at most, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little more. I don't really exactly know. I didn't do the calculations, but he does give himself a barrier, so do keep that in mind. Now, one thing with this raid that they've done in the past is that they do not attack the closest unit, so stalling is crazy. You can't really stall that well, because even if you have 2 units closest to, let's say, Rock Lee will attack the unit farthest away, and this goes the same for stage 2 and stage 3. And like I always say on these raid reviews, or any raid that I actually do live camera or whatever, always make sure you stall up on every stage if you have to. Make sure you stall, because stalling keeps you alive and does not make you die. I would suggest that you actually stall on Rock Lee, because it'll be easier for you to move on if you stall on Rock Lee instead of Gaara, because Gaara will give himself the barrier. So if you stall on Rock Lee, yes, he attacks 4 times in a row every time, but yet you can easily separate your units so you're not taking that much damage, and you can kill them off easier when you're ready to move on. On stage 2 you have Minato and Kakashi. Minato has a single target jutsu that gives him a chance of substitution. Now, he doesn't dodge every single time with this chance of substitution. There's a difference between perfect dodges and substitutions. With substitutions, it's like a green little log. It pretty much tells you that, you know, he has a chance of dodging, but he's not going to dodge every single time. And then Kakashi has an AoE jutsu that gives him perfect dodges. Now Kakashi, I do suggest you go ahead and kill him off first, because since he does get perfect dodges, he's going to dodge every single time you hit him till those perfect dodges are out. And since it is an AoE jutsu, he's going to be doing a lot of damage to a lot of your units. And the box is actually pretty decently sized. So make sure you take Kakashi out first and stall on Minato. Now, given it's still going to be kind of annoying since Minato does have that chance of substitution, he still only has a single target jutsu, and you still have a high probability of hitting him and or him dodging, okay? So once he uses his ninjutsu and he has a chance of substitution, just don't use any ninjutsus on him until it runs out, and just keep on hitting him. Now these guys, I don't really think they have a real way of attacking pattern wise, where Rock Lee attacked every 2 turns. these people, I believe they do a ninjutsu and then they do a basic hit and then they do a ninjutsu again. I believe that's how it works, and I believe their ninjutsu goes into pairs of 2 or maybe 3. I'm not too sure. I think you have 2 or 3 turns before they actually use the ninjutsu. So once again, take out Kakashi and then stall a Minato and just punch him to death. Get your health all the way up as high as you can and get as much chakra you can store it up, because you're going to need it for stage 3. Okay, so on stage 3, my guy spawns in, and this is where shit physically insanely gets crazy. So he spawns in and automatically he gives himself resistance against jutsu ceiling, immobilization, slip damage, and he gives himself an attack up. Now, even with the brand new Bravery Blazing Fest motto, which his ultimate does 100% immobilization, you still cannot immobilize this, my guy. It is crazy. He has 100% immobilization resistance. You cannot immobilize him, jutsu seal him, or nothing. So when my guy first spawns in as well, you have 3 turns to do as much damage as you can. Now, I believe that 3 150% boosted one-tail Narutos can kill this my guy in those 3 turns. I have not tested it and I have not seen anyone try it, but I do believe that can happen. So if you're running co-op, try to use 3 one-tails. Just try it. Let me know if it works down in the comment section below. But he spawns in and you have 3 turns to do as much damage as you can do. Now after those 3 turns it up, which will be a danger, of course, he will attack you 3 times and then activate the immobilization resistance again and give himself an attack up. Then right after that, you have 1 turn to do damage, and then he will actually activate his ninjutsu, which is a single target jutsu, and he will attack the unit farthest away from him, I do believe. And after this is where the attack pattern gets all wonky, and I can't keep up with the attack pattern at all, because after this, every time he uses a ninjutsu after this, I do believe, he adds another ninjutsu to it. So first ninjutsu, he does 1 attack. Second ninjutsu, he does 2 attacks. Third ninjutsu, he does 3 attacks. And each time he does this, he gives himself a jutsu ceiling, immobilization, slip damage, and attack up boost every single time after he finishes these combos. And he attacks every 1 to 3 turns. So it does not end. The barrage of attacks do not end, and he always attacks the unit farthest away from him. So he'll bounce from corner to corner of the map. And I've actually heard from some people that even if he kills you, like maybe this is his 3rd time using a ninjutsu, and he kills you on the first ninjutsu he uses and you use a pearl, he will actually use the other 2 ninjutsus again before you even have a chance to attack. So using pearls on this is actually going to be extremely hard. I think once the point to where you die, unless you have a crap ton of pearls to spare, that you just go ahead and end it, because he's actually going to kill you because he's going to keep spamming his ninjutsus. Now, I have not seen him attack more than 3 times in a row with the jutsu, but then again, I haven't seen anyone live past that mark. And I also don't know if my theory is actually going to stay true of every time he uses a ninjutsu, he's going to attack with another ninjutsu and keep adding ninjutsus on. I don't know if that theory is true, because I have seen him do 3 ninjutsu hits and then the next time do 1 ninjutsu hit, or do 2 ninjutsus hit and the next time do 1. This is where the attack pattern gets crazy. So I would say it's safe to assume that if he does a ninjutsu, he's going to keep adding on, and by the 3rd time of him using a ninjutsu, you're going to be dead. So make sure you use those first 3 turns as wisely as you can, because no matter if you heal, you're not going to be able to heal enough to stop him from doing enough damage to kill you, especially if a ninjutsu is doing 5k damage to you at a time. That damage is crazy dumb. So that's it for the actual guide of the raid. We're going to do a quick recap. Stage 1, kill off Gaara, stall on Rock Lee. Stage 2, make sure you kill off Kakashi, stall on Minato. Stage 3, do as much damage as you can in the first 3 turns before he starts boosting his attack, and he will attack you about every 1 to 3 turns. So heal as much as you can and do as much damage as you can. Now we're going to move on to the next part, where I actually can tell you a couple units you can bring to try to help you out through this run. Now I'm not even going to mention any under 28 units, because since he is a wisdom raid, he has under 28 objective, and even Shiny mentioned it in his video that he has no clue who he's going to bring. And the only one I can really think of is Sage Mode Naruto, in my opinion, but then again, that's all I have in my box to really bring. I think under 28 is going to be next to impossible to do. If you can be under 28 without modding, let me know. I want to see your team because you are a true whale. I have no clue how anyone's going to do this. But let's just say you're doing bravery only. Units you can bring: a One-Tail Naruto, Sage of Six Path Naruto, Blazing Fest Bravery Madara. You can bring the Blazing Fest Sakura that does some healing. I think it's like mitotic healing or something like that. You can bring the under 28 Sage Mode Naruto to help you out as well. But other than that, I can't really think of anybody. I mean, you could easily bring like heart units and stuff like that to help you out. Blazing Fest, Kakashi, units like that. But just objective wise, those couple units that I mentioned, the Madara, the 2 Naruto, well 3 Narutos, and the Sakura would be the best ones to bring for a bravery only run. And even with that, I would think you would need to bring at least maybe more than 2 Sage Mode Naruto, well Sage of Six Path Narutos that have enough healing with all dupes, with all healing dupes anyway, to have enough healing to actually stay alive decently. I think that would be the best bet in my opinion. I'm really glad that they actually stepped up their game on this raid, given it's going to be a bitch to run through and I'm going to die a lot and I'm going to get really pissed and actually probably give up a lot on stream, because I do plan on streaming this event with you guys. It's going to be very annoying to get through it, but I do enjoy how they're actually upping the ante of the raids. I did the Jinin raid earlier today, under 28 A rank emergency mission, and he was doing a good amount of damage to me, and I didn't die, but I got close to it. If he would hit me with another ninjutsu, I probably would have. I just feel like since they're upping the ante on the raids, it's going to make the game a lot more interesting, especially with releasing units like my guy. So I'm really excited for this raid. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Sorry that is such a much longer video. Don't know how long it's going to be once I get done editing it. I'm guessing probably over 10 minutes long. So I do apologize about that. If you enjoyed the video and if it was helpful, let me know down in the comment section below. Sub if you're new. And anyway, guys, I'll see you the fuck later. Peace.